Smoke and quiet footsteps. Carlos Carrasquero. The hunters reached the edge of the grove before dawn, when the forest still held the cold breath of night. The fox had been seen there for weeks, slipping through coops and vanishing between the roots of the old trees. Thomas carried a coil of rope over one shoulder. Bren held the sack meant for the catch. Ivar walked ahead with the first torch already lit, its flame bending and straightening in the windless air. They had tracked the animal to a narrow hollow ringed by twisted trunks. The ground was soft with fallen needles and dry bark. A den lay somewhere beneath the roots, or so Thomas believed. He had seen the fox once, a flash of red moving through pale mist. It had looked back before vanishing, calm as if it understood something he did not. Ivar pressed his torch against a mound of dry branches gathered at the base of a pine. Bren did the same on the opposite side of the hollow. Thomas hesitated before lighting the third pile. The smoke rose quickly and thickly, folding into itself like dark cloth. Soon, the air filled with a bitter scent that stung the eyes and throat. "It will bolt soon," Bren said, though none of them answered. They stood in a loose circle, watching the hollow as the smoke deepened. Shapes shifted in the haze. The trees seemed to lean closer. The flames whispered and crackled, as if speaking through closed teeth. Ivar stepped forward first. The smoke swallowed him to the chest, then the shoulders. His torch flickered and dimmed until only a dull orange glow remained. Thomas heard a cough and the scrape of a boot on bark. Then nothing at all. Ivar called Bren, but the sound felt small and unfinished. Bren moved toward where Ivar had stood. The smoke curled around his legs and climbed upward in slow spirals. Thomas could see him clearly at first, then only in fragments. A hand appeared and vanished. The sack slipped from Bren's grip and fell soundlessly to the ground. Bren said Thomas softly, though he knew the words would go nowhere. The smoke thickened until it pressed against his face like a damp cloth. The flames no longer roared but breathed in slow, steady pulses. Thomas thought he glimpsed movement low to the earth, something small and deliberate passing between the roots. He stepped backward without meaning to. The edge of the grove felt farther away than before. The smoke drifted after him, pale and patient. When it reached his eyes, the world blurred into dull shapes and fading light. Thomas tried to call out, but the sound dissolved in his throat. The torch slipped from his hand and settled among the needles. Its flame guttered quietly. By midday, the fires had burned low. The smoke thinned and lifted into the branches until only a faint haze remained. The scorched ground lay still and empty beneath the trees. From a dark opening beneath the roots, the fox emerged. It paused at the edge of the hollow and watched the quiet grove with bright, steady eyes. No scent of men lingered in the cooling air. The animal turned and trotted between the blackened trunks, its red coat bright against the fading ash, until the forest closed behind it and the last curls of smoke vanished into the sky.